Okay, so let's start working on our layout. But before I do, I need to steal the background of this particular home page. So if you select the home and the index, if you go to start or CSS, you should see it as a background image, right? So right click, open a new tab, yada yada, save as image, lava, BG, boom. That's all you need to do. Now going back to our code, I'm going to close all this out. Go back to our code in our HTML, right? So for this particular page, what's the first thing you need to do here? So the first thing I need to do here is to create a section, that a hero section that spans the entire width of this particular page. Let me explain. Let me close this. I would bring it there. So you need to create a, what they call it, an element that spans what, the entire width of this particular page. Then I'm going to create another what they call it, container, another element, right? They're going to contain all of this before I now start doing the one that we now what they call it, contain these two things, right? So that is the step I'm going to take. Now if you're asking why do I need to do this, because as you can see, right, there is a gap between here and here. There's a gap between here and there. Let me remove these old ones. There's a gap between here and here. So we can use padding for that, but if you are going on, you can use padding. You can put padding of 500 px here, whatever. But if you do that, the what do you call it, if you increase your system or sizes, right, if you increase your system, if you zoom out or zoom in, or if you are on a lower resolution, lower system size, the 500 px will definitely cover up and mess up your structure of your page. So what we do is, since we have the main element, right, the main element, we are going to create another one that its max width, right, the max of this one now will be something that will fit the items here, right? And because the width is, it has a max, yeah, we can now use what, margin of auto, to like align it to the center of this particular element, right? So let me implement, let's see if we can implement that. So I'm going to create hero section. I mean, section class hero, right? And I'm going to have a container. Perfect. This container is the one with the max width, container what, max width, yeah, always has max width of, yes, let's want on 200. That is the best screen size. And margin auto, to align it what, to the center. This is our container. Then I'm going to have the, yeah, hero content, right? Let me remove this. The hero content, which is now the box that I'm going to flex these two items, right? I'm going to flex what, these two items. That is the hero content. We have what, hero content left. AI is doing most of the heavy lifting of calling the class names for me, but beyond that is it. So we have the main section hero, which is going to be spanning the whole width, 100% width. We are not touching that. We have our container, which is going to have the max width of just 1200. So even if you zoom out and you zoom in, there's something there, right? And we're going to have our hero content. This is the one that contains the actual thing I want to see, right? And we're going to have what, our content left and our content what? Right. So the left one, the one that is on the left and the one that is on the right. This one is going to contain the flex or the grid, anyone you want to use, but I personally prefer grid. My personal preference is grid, and I will implement both of them, and if there's time I will show you why. Right. So let's continue to the CSS. So I haven't linked my CSS. Oh wait, don't forget to link your CSS anytime you're working on a project. So star, the usual. Border box sizing, border box, margin and padding 0. I don't need to do anything for me. Body, font family, something Aina, I believe, was that the font that we used. So for now, I don't think we have this here, which I will implement later on. No need for font. Is there anything I'm missing? No, that's fine. So let's start with the hero section. Right, hero section. Width is going to be what? 100%. There is no margin on this, no padding, nothing on this. The other things is going to come in to this thing. Now we need a background color. I don't know what color this is. Let me see if I can get the background color. When I get the background color, beautiful. So background color of this is going to be the background color. In case the image is not loaded, you still see a background color. And the background image of, not this, is going to be lava. I think lava BG. So lava dash what? BG. Let me make sure that the image exists. Confirm. I think I've been able to. Did I get it? Okay, access/img slash lava, then BG. Perfecto. So background size, cover, position, center, no repeat, remove the padding. I don't need padding, but the rest I am going to need. This has been settled. So let's open this particular revealing finder, and then what? Open here. That's weird. It's not showing. Oh, let me add a height of, let's say, 90, rather 80 VH. That is the vertical height of the what do they call it? The desktop screen. So you see that we have something here already, right? This looks really good. Looks really good. Nothing. Is there anything else that we have not achieved already by doing this? Looks good. Now let's continue. So we have what, the dot container, right? Dot container, and I said this one is going to be the one that's going to contain the max width and the margin of auto. I'm going to add max width, margin top, this top and bottom 0, left and right auto, so it will stay at the center. And for us to see this particular element, I'm going to give it a height of like 100% and a background color of what? Green, so we can just see the element. If I refresh, why is it not showing? Oh, I should remove this. It shouldn't be like this. Too much React. Okay, right? So green. So you see that it's always stays. So if I zoom out, you see I'm zooming out, it contains the maximum, because of maximum width, it stays in the center even without using padding, and it gives us a little bit of responsiveness on the page, right? And if I zoom out, so if I zoom in now, you see that even if I zoom in to the point, it still contains at best it's going to be what, 100% of the page, but it's not going to go beyond 1200. So that is the benefit of using max width. So since we know it's there, we're going to remove that. Then for the hero content, which contains the actual things now that I want to see, because this container is going to be a reusable component, it's a reusable class in every part of this particular project. So hero content, going to hero content, right? dot hero, right? Display flex. I want to flex these two things. Well, I want us to also see that is there. Height 100%. We can see is there. So it's not like I say I'm just writing things off the blue. So display of flex. Justify content doesn't really matter. Align items. Do we need that? For that, this I don't think we do for now. So let me just leave all this as is currently, because I don't think we need all this, right? So I think this should be done. Let me remove the background color of red. This should be good. Then in this particular hero section, this is where we are now going to start doing some adding some items here. So I need this particular SVG element here because it's aligned to the left, so I'm going to need that. So I'm going to use img tag. I would have imported the SVG direct here, but I don't want my code to be a lot too big, right? Too much. So I'm importing the logo here. I can give it a class name if I want to. Then I'm going to create a div that's going to contain the text content, hero dash text content. The h1 to what? For make money moves, right? H1 for what? Make money moves. And a paragraph tag that contains all of this. We've done this one, right? Then I think this one is also something I'm going to, can I ignore this one for now? I don't think it's highly necessary, right? I don't think it's highly necessary, but let me just put it, sir. It's not this not button. This is going to be text footnote. Whatever I want to call it, no problem. So paragraph with this, and we have licensed by CBN, blah blah. I'm going to put this inside under div, a span, right? Then another image for the CBN logo and whatever. I think you even got the reference. I've not imported these icons, but for now that is not really my problem. So this is what the text content. So let us go back to our own. This is the main Pocket app. This should be ours. So if I refresh, it's there. It's not looking really great, but it's there. So we can start doing some CSS on this. I'm going to reduce the size of this. Let's start with reducing the size of this particular logo. So I'm going to use call it hero logo, right? So hero dash content dash left, I believe, can do with 50. So it's 50% of the parent element, which is the hero content. Then there's dot hero logo. Sorry. Width, let's say 200px. Okay, it's smaller. I think we need to make it smaller. Let's just make it 100. Let's see. Okay, I mean that looks good, but not the best. It could be better. Pocket app, yeah, it could be better. Let's see. Why am I even this? Let me just, what is the height of this? Okay, 118. 118. I'm going to make the height auto. So yeah, that should match now. So let's go for the H1. Make money moves. What is the the way they did this one. What is the font size? I need to know the font size. It says here 112 Aina 435 by 106. 435 by 106. Logo, content left. What is the CSS class name for this? So I'm going to make it hero text content. Right. I'm going to select this class. And I'm going to select the H1 inside this class. I'm going to select this element, then the H1 inside here. And I'm going to give it font size, sorry. 112 px, right? And index body of 2. Sorry, not index body. The paragraph body will be 21 px. INA also. The hero text content, I'm going to make the color to be white. So every text in this particular element will be what? White. Then dot hero context p should be what? Font size 20 what? 21 px. 21 what? Px. Simple. That's all. So let's see what we have currently. I mean, the font is not there, but we can work with that. I think I've downloaded the font before. Let me see. Let me move this into hero content left. I want all the font inside there to be that particular color. So I think I have downloaded this font before. I'll get it and I'll check for it. Yeah. So, but let's continue, right? Let's continue. Let us continue. Let's continue. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. What else do we need? We have the text. So this one is 11.9 px, which is the footnote. So the hero footnote, then the paragraph, font 11 or rather 12 px, that is proper. And we have the span tags here, which is what do you call it, 15 px, I believe. The span tag here would be 15 px. Let me see. Okay, yeah, here are footnote, logo, whatever. First of all, let me flex this because they are side by side. So display of flex, align item center, give it a little bit of gap, and then let me just use it here. Font size 15 px. What is the weight? There's no weight. This looks a bit weighted for me. Let me just use a font weight 500. So let's go back to our home page. And even though it doesn't look great now, but well, at least we are getting somewhere. So we just need to use things like gap to give spacing for each of these things that we have here, right? So just use some gap. What's total px? Okay, just need to use gap to give them a bit of spacing. So the logo will have some spacing from this, and the footnote we have its own spacing, right? So in the hero content left, I'm going to apply a display of flex here, but the flex direction is going to be what? Column, and there's going to be a gap of what? 20. So if I refresh, I mean, that worked, but let me increase it to maybe 32. All right, I think that works also for it. Let's see. Okay, I mean, That's not bad. That looks like enough gap to me. So I think I'll be using using like this, right? Yeah. So I'm going to go and insert this logo outside these videos. Then I will put the font, and then we'll continue. Yeah.